Today I am here to show you my project named as Runway Shield. So in 1971, the 5 roadways which led to the Bhuj Airways were completely destroyed by the Pakistan armies. Also, Pakistan army used 52 bombs and 32 rockets to destroy the airways. Also, the runway was completely ruined, and because of which the airbase was not able to get any kind of air support from the Indian Air Force. So the base in charge and the squadron leader at that time was Mr. Vijay Kumar Karnik, who somehow managed to gather 300 women from the nearby village named as Madhavpur. They all worked tirelessly for 10 to 12 hours and they repaired the runway. After the repairs were done, a helicopter carrying 500 soldiers landed on the runway, and all of our brave soldiers fought with no fear, and India won the battle that day. But the main problem in this whole situation was that the runway was destroyed, and because of which the airbase was not able to get any kind of air support. So to avoid such a situation in future, I have made this project.
The Runway Shield is an automatic system that ensures that the runway of its airbase is secure from any damage. It will be connected to the radar of the airbase, and whenever there is any enemy movement, the system will automatically slide the shield over the runway, thus protecting it from any damage. This shield can also be pulled back when any Indian plane has to land on the runway. This system can work both automatically and manually. To make a model for my idea at ground level, it will consist of 2 motors used to move the shield, a controlling unit linked to the radar, and the shield itself. The length of the shield will be approximately 100 meters, and many similar shields will be installed on the runway according to its length. All the systems will have a common controlling unit. This will ensure that the system is easy to make and can be produced in large numbers in the factories, which will decrease the per unit cost of this whole system, thus making it economically viable. This system has one more benefit, that during an attack, it not only saves the runway from any destruction but also saves the soldiers who reside under the shield. Since there will be a little bit of distance between the shield and the runway, the soldiers can easily reside under it. The shield in this system has to be made of a material with a high melting point so that it can withstand the high temperature of explosions, and also hard to withstand the great force of the explosion. So I have made the upper layer of this shield with tungsten, because firstly tungsten is a very hard metal, and secondly it has the highest melting point which can withstand the high temperatures of explosion. The lower level of this shield will be made up of lead, so that if there is any kind of nuclear explosion near the shield, then the soldiers residing under the shield can be protected from any nuclear radiations, as the lead metal will reflect the heavy nuclear particles.
So as you can see here, this is the runway, this is the shield, these are 2 DC powered motors, and this is the breadboard to complete the circuit. So in any kind of a problematic situation, like the radar sense any kind of enemy or strange movement, or if we get any kind of information of enemies coming to attack us, we can simply move the shield on the runway like this. So in this way, the runway can be protected by the shield, so that in any kind of a situation we can at least get air support from the Indian Air Force. Also, when the situations are normal, we can pull back the shield somehow like this. We can also connect this whole system to the radar system so that it can be automated. This concept is very useful for the air bases which are at high peaks, because they do not have any kind of roadway which lead to them. So this was my project for the Indian Army, so that we can use it to protect our runways. Thank you.